All right, Byron Slade, the mic is hot, and that means that we are back. You are listening to the Muay Thai Metal Show with Rocking Ron Mano and Byron Slade. And as promised, in the studio, yet again, Rock Royalty. We're actually sitting down with Tom Collier, founder and lead guitarist from the band Held Hostage. Tom has actually been at it since 1984. Tom, welcome to the show, sir. How are you today?
I'm doing great, guys. Thank you guys so much for having me on the show. Very excited. New albums coming out. Everything's happening with us right now. It's a fun time for Held Hostage right now. Great time for us.
I've been doing a little homework on your webpage, on your Facebook page, and you're absolutely correct. You got a lot going on. But before we get to that, Tom, why don't we take a trip on the Wayback Machine and go back to 1984? How did it all come about? Tell, us and, the Muay Thai Metal listeners, how did Held Hostage get its start?
Well, it's kind of a crazy start. We're three guys, three hillbillies, we call ourselves, out in the middle of nowhere in Cornfield County, upstate New York.
Okay.
We started jamming in the back of my pickup truck in the wintertime. Now, we are near Syracuse, New York. We get a ton of snow. We didn't have heat, but I had a cap on there. We would sit in the back of there, and these three guys, we were jamming. We were going to be rock stars,
Wow.
We started that, and then when we got a little bit better, we moved to a slaughterhouse, a pig slaughterhouse. That's where we started rehearsing, was in a pig slaughterhouse, and then we moved to a schoolhouse, which I bought the schoolhouse. We still rehearsed in there every week. And, but, then we had guys like, we had some great guys. Bonds Roxon was the original singer for us. And Paris Hansen and myself, we started the band. But then I had like Scott Columbus was drumming with me from Man of War. Well, Scott actually, I ended up introducing Scott to Man of War. That's how he got into Man of War, and he spent many years. Him and I were good friends for many years. And Ross, the band really progressed. We just had so much fun in the '80s. We got to open for Man of War. We did Eddie Money. We did a lot of different bands. We were out there playing. Everybody said, you guys can't play your own music. And I said, I'm not going to play anybody else's music. We started off as a cover band. That went for about 6 months, and I said, I'm going to write songs. The hell with it. Whoops, excuse my language.
No. Hey, you're on the Muay Thai Metal Show. It's okay.
I'm trying to watch my mouth because we keep getting told we can't swear on. Anyways, but we went out there, and I just wrote songs, and Paris Hansen was writing with me. But a lot of the original guys didn't believe in the band like I did. And I just said, I'm going all original, and people said, you're never going to do it. Within the first year, all of a sudden, we were playing with Man of War. Then Eddie Money picked us up. Then we were playing New York State fairs, and we were out on tours and stuff, playing our own music. But it was, the band has been revolved. There's been lots of different players. I got tired of people that were drunks and drug addicts, We all like to party, but when you're on stage, you can't be professional doing that. So the beginning of Held Hostage really changed to what it is today, I took 10 years off to be a single dad, raise my son by myself, and I said when he grew up, I told Ross and everybody I'd come back. 2015, I came back, released an album, Fallen Brothers, and from then we've been just rolling forward.
That's great. Good stuff, Tom. And you alluded to the two guys you were playing with. I'm assuming they were original members of the band. Do you want to throw out their names, give them a shout out? Are they still with us?
Yeah, so Bonds Roxon, unfortunately, he passed away last year, Bonds. We did a great benefit.
Oh, wow.
We actually raised the money for his funeral and stuff like that. Even with them guys out of the band, we were still brothers. We kept in contact. And Paris Hansen, he went and did his own thing. In fact, Paris is a phenomenal guitar player, but he's playing like country and stuff. But he wanted to do covers and things like that, and that worked out great for him. So I didn't blame anybody. I just had this vision for the band, and it was different than everybody else's. So I just moved forward with my vision.
That's great. So fast forward to 2015, you do a brand new album. Who was the lineup at that point in time?
Okay, so I brought back the original singer, Bonds Roxon, Michael Murphy.
Okay.
He came back, he sang that album. My original bass player, Ray Dorgan, and then I had a drummer, Chuck Robbins, and then myself and Scott Gregg. I brought in Scott Gregg, a lifelong friend for rhythm guitar. So we actually cut that first album in our schoolhouse. We did on a 24-track recording store I had,
wow.
And it sold thousands of copies around the world. Like, what the heck happened?
That's
we
great.
didn't know what we were doing, But then you move ahead, and I did a single with Joe Lynn Turner, donated all the money to the veterans. My whole family's veterans and things like that. And then the Vietnam veterans, my brother was a Vietnam veteran. The way they were treated, I did the song Show Me the Way Back Home, and I donated all the proceeds to them and helped them build a memorial in New York for them.
That's awesome. You know, I noticed, Tom, again, I was doing a little homework on you, and the one thing that's, that jumped out at me was it seems like Held Hostage does a ton of work on behalf of not only veterans, but several charities.
We do. And, families in need, they would call us, and that was one of the reasons when I started the band. I said, this band is going to help people. I'm not looking to be a rock star millionaire. Whatever happens, happens. But in the meantime, I want to be able to help people, and that's what it was all about, too. We played a lot of free concerts. We'd come off tour and go and do free concerts, and the guys in the band would be exhausted. I said, I'm exhausted, too. Let's just do this. It's the right thing. And I think that's more important. We've raised probably over $1 million at this point helping people, whether it was sending a kid's family to the hospital to help be with them, or, pay expenses. Different things like that was important to us and me.
It sounds good. Well, I tell you what, Tom, we've done enough talking. What do you say we give the Muay Thai Metal listeners, if they've never held try that again. Say that 3 times while you're drinking 18 beers. Have never heard Held Hostage before. And even if they had, let's listen to a track from Held Hostage. What do you suggest we do, Tom, as the first track here on the Muay Thai Metal Show?
I think we should do The Master.
Okay.
It's a little bit different of what Held Hostage. That song, when I wrote that song, I wanted to do something, an iconic guitar riff, and I wrote that riff at like 6:30 in the morning, and I called the guys in the band and said, get your asses over here. I've got a new song.
That's awesome. Well, you've heard it from The Master. We are sitting down, if you've just joined us, with founder and guitarist of the band Held Hostage, Mr. Tom Collier. This song is called The Master at 97underground.com, Baltimore's Pure Rock. We're wild.
You can run, but you can't your name. You will never be the same. When your master comes for you, there is nothing you can do. You can run, but you can't hide. That's fear you feel inside.
97underground.com, Baltimore's Pure Rock Worldwide, the station your mother warned you about. That song is called The Master. It's from the album Great American Rock. The reason you are hearing that particular jam is because we are sitting down with the band founder and guitarist that did the song. The band is held hostage. The founder and guitarist, Tom Collier. Tom, welcome back.
Thank you guys, man. I'm glad to be here, man. Just a fun time. Thanks for playing our tracks too, man. It's just exciting what's going on with us.
Absolutely. So tell me about that song. That song charted, correct?
Yes, it did. So that was last week, August 19th. That was 241 in the nation. We actually had 6 songs. Half of our album charted in the top 500 between Billboard and Media-Base active rock charts. We had half of our album. 6 of the songs were on there. We were shocked.
That's incredible. And from what I understand, there are some Grammy nominations involved here.
Yeah, so we're right now we're in the selection round. We have 5 categories we're in. Actually, the Master is up for Metal Performance of the Year.
Wow.
Our Great American Rock is up for Album of the Year, Rock Album of the Year. We Rock Hard is up for Rock Performance of the Year. Our song Hold On is up for Song of the Year. And another song I did called Rise, and this is it's about suicide, which we had a couple of members in the band, former members that committed suicide. So I wrote the song called Rise. And that's actually up for Song of the Year, too. I mean, we have 5 categories. The Grammys, they sent us an email, said, you guys are in the selection round right now. We're not nominated yet, but, hey, we're hoping.
That's incredible, Tom. Congratulations. I mean, that's something that, you really need to be proud of. That's an incredible accomplishment, man. Kudos to you guys.
Thank you. You know, hard work pays off. And like I say, it's all about, the band's all about helping people. The song Rise, I hope that if it saves one person's life, it was worth it. You know, to me, that went platinum. If one person doesn't commit suicide over our song Rise, it's a platinum song to me. That's a success.
Wow, that's strong words from Tom Collier. Again, if you're just joining us, sitting down with the founder and guitarist of the band Held Hostage. Tom, let's talk about the CD, Great American Rock. I guess did it drop on May 6th of this year? Is that when it dropped?
Yes, it did. Yes,
okay.
May 6th. And we have, Tim Ripper Owen singing with us. He's a special guest on there. He sings 10 tracks. And Tim sang our last album, Epic, and Tim's been a great guy to work with. As a matter of fact, he came up on May 7th, and we did a great, very successful album release party here in our hometown. And next Saturday, September 2nd, Tim will be with us singing live in Weedsport, New York. Weedsport was like one of the biggest rock towns in New York for many years. I mean, there was a slogan, it's summer when they're rocking in Weedsport. Every major band from Motley Crue, everybody's came through there. We're the first band coming back into Weedsport in a long time. We're very excited to do this.
Good stuff. That's fantastic. And let me ask you, Joe Lynn Turner makes an appearance on this album. Is that correct? He does one song with you guys?
Yes, he does. So Joe Lynn Turner and I had worked together a few years ago, and we did the Show Me the Way Back Home song, but we went back and redid an acoustic version of it. And because I always wrote that song to be acoustic, and Joe and I worked together on it. And the 12th track on there it's just a great song, and that's for the veterans. It's about the Vietnam veterans and all veterans. It's honoring all veterans, but like I said, I mentioned I donated the money from that to help the veterans in Cuba County, New York, build their memorial for the heroes that never came home.
Wow, that's incredible.
I did free concerts for them and stuff. And actually, Joe came to New York and did a concert with me.
Oh, that is fantastic. Good stuff. So that is actually a remake of something that was released before Show Me the Way Home, but it's now acoustic on the new CD. Am I correct in what I thought I heard?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, acoustic. And actually, I brought in my friend, I redid the bass tracks, and I brought in Mike LaPon from Symphony X, who actually plays bass on that song with us.
Oh, cool. So at times, Held Hostage is a little bit of a who's who of rock and roll.
Yeah, we've had a lot of different players from the drummer from Man of War with us to the Rods drummer, Carl Kennedy played with us. Joe Lynn Turner, Freddie Villano, who replaced Rudy Sarzo and spent 15 years in Quiet Riot, played with us, and then he went to Dee Snider's Widowmakers. I mean, we've had a lot of different players, great players, and of course Tim Ripper Owens. Ross the Boss actually came up and played a show with us, and we did a night of Held Hostage music,
Nice. Very nice. Well, you know what, Tom? I think it's time to get back into some Held Hostage. What do you say we do as far as track 2 at part of the interview? What do you want to go with?
I think we should go with my title cut to the album, We Rock Hard.
Title track from Held Hostage. Sitting down with Tom Collier. You're only going to get it here on the Muay Thai Metal Show at 97underground.com, Baltimore's Pure Rock Worldwide.
We're running down the highway, got no place to go.
97underground.com, Baltimore's pure rock. Worldwide, the band held hostage. The song, the title track to We Rock Hard. We are sitting down with founder and guitarist, and from what I just found out during that song, sometime vocalist, Mr. Tom Collier. Tom, welcome back to the show.
Oh, thank you again, guys. Yeah, I sing sometimes. It depends. I like to bring in a singer, but if need be, I'm a lead singer too. But I prefer being a lead guitarist, and I have so much fun. Like I say, when Ripper comes in, him and I can harmonize together, and when I'm working with other singers and stuff. But my passion is guitar. I sing when I need to, like if we're doing a show and it's in between, like if Ripper can't make it or somebody, then I'll do the lead vocals, and there's no drop off. I mean, people don't know it unless we say. I sound just like the album, People will be like, wow, they didn't know the difference. We just did one a couple weeks ago in Syracuse, and the people had no idea. They said, you guys sound just like the album. I'm thinking, thank you. I didn't sing the album, Ripper did. I did some backups on it, but thank you.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
Yep.
Well, speaking of the new lineup, Tom, I'm sure you got a lot going on here coming up for the fall. Do you have any tour dates? Do you have any dates you want to throw out there? We'd also like to hear a little bit about where they can find any of the merchandise, that kind of thing. I know that you have heldhostageband.com, but any dates coming up that you know of?
Well, actually, we are setting up tour right. Just today, I was on with the promoters. We're going to do a 10-state tour. But we probably won't have them dates yet. We were actually going to be out with Ted Nugent over the summer, and then something happened with one of the guy's band members. Something happened to one of his family members, so we pulled out of that tour. But we were going to do, I think, 16 dates with Ted. We were in the running to do that.
Oh, wow.
But at the end, we had to withdraw out. But, the other bands that went out with him had a great time. Ted was a great guy, and we will, now that we're all set and established, we will have a ton of tour dates set up here.
That's cool.
It's been crazy coming out of what happened. It was a direct family member, and it was, when something happens to one of us, it happens to all of us. That's just the way the band is.
I get it, and that's great. But it sounds like you're talking to a promoter, and it's, that's the important thing. We're going to see Held Hostage on the road sometime here in the near future.
Yeah, we're thinking November will be 10 states is what the email I got from the promoter. We're going to headline that tour. And because we're getting so much radio time, we're picking up so many fans. It's just crazy what's happening with us, and I'm excited. I mean, it's I couldn't have asked for anything better. But so we'll be out of that, and then we're going to do the East Coast. Then we'll definitely go to the West Coast. We've already done the West Coast, and I think I mentioned in the break that we were out there with Metal Allegiance. Great guys, best guys you could ever deal with. I mean, all those guys, people you looked up to, and when they're on the side cheering you on and high-fiving you, come off the stage and go, wow, we had a great show with those guys out there.
That's awesome. And, Tom, you mentioned during the last song, one of my favorite female rockers is Doro Pesh. Did you say you hung out with Doro at one of your shows?
So Dora was in Metal Allegiance. So we came off the show. Came off the stage. She gave me a big hug. Said, "Man, you guys rock." She stood side stage screaming for us. All those guys. I mean, like I say, Dave, Elvis, and every one of those guys, Chuck, Billy, they all watched the band, and even their tour manager came up, grabbed me and said, "I'd pay to see you guys." And I said, "Thank you." He goes, "No, I'm telling you, you guys are one of the best bands I've ever seen, and I've never heard of you."
Right.
He said, "I loved your music." I was like, "Thank you." Well, and they said, "Well, look like 3,000 people out there did too. We had 3,000 people singing Tonight's the Night with us."
Wow, that's incredible. Really, really good stuff, Tom. And again, thank you for joining us today. Got a couple of more minutes. I noticed you have a pretty good social media presence. We can find you where on Instagram.
Instagram, Held Hostage Band, Tom Collier. I mean, I've got 2 Tom Collier pages. I got so many friends.
Oh, that's great.
and I don't mind. Add me as a friend. Go ahead and do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but so, I mean, I think I've got about probably 12,000 followers on social media. And plus, Ripper, when he's playing shows with us, Ripper, he puts us on his social media too, Ripper Owens. And just, I say, he's a great guy. That's probably one of the hardest working guys I've ever met in my life. When he does a show, you think it's the album. That's one thing he said about this band. He said, these guys, he doesn't rehearse with us. He walks on stage and we play, and he says, "It sounds just like the record." He said, "I just can't believe how these guys can play." And that's what we do. We're very polished, and we follow through with everything, and we're rehearsed. That's the important thing. But we have a blast. It's laughing, funny, joking, and it's a high-energy show. We're out in the crowd with our guitars. We're climbing the speakers. We're doing everything. We're having a blast.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Man. Go ahead, B. Slade.
B. Slade here, Tom.
Yep.
One quick question for you. We're glancing at the website, and You have a mention here. You're mentioning the Three Tremors band because that's Tim the Ripper Owens' band, correct?
Yes, it is. Yes, that's Tim's over there. So they were coming through on tour, and I was going to sit in and play guitar with them for a show, and then I ended up getting exposed to COVID the day before, so I couldn't go.
That's
yeah,
I was just curious as to, that you're also showcasing that on as part of the Held
Yeah,
Hostage.
we always do. I push everything. We all work together. I want those guys out there, and like I say, they push us, we push them. Ross and I are always doing stuff on social media with each other. It's important that we're all fighting the same battle. You want to get out there, get your music heard, and want to help each other.
That's great.
Good stuff. Well, again, we're sitting down with founder, lead guitarist, and just great all-around guy, Mr. Tom Collier. Tom has been doing it since 1984. He is in the band, and of course, like I just said, is the founder of the band Held Hostage. Tom, it's been a great time having you. Give us a song to play that we can go out on, and then I'm going to let you say a few more words to all your fans here at the Muay Thai Metal Show. What song do you want to do as your last track?
Let's send out You Rock Our Way. That's number 212 on the Billboard charts right now. That song's been doing fantastic for us.
That's incredible. Number 212 on the Billboard rock charts. Tom, final words for our fans. Say goodbye to everybody and tell them to have a great weekend, and anything else you'd like to let them in on.
Hey, I just want to thank, first of all, you guys for having us on here, and and Tim and Michael, our publicists and radio publicists. These guys have been fantastic. And I want to thank all the fans out there. They've really accepted this, especially this new album. They've bought. Our record company says people are just buying the record left and right, and we love that. Stream us, but if you buy our record, it really helps.
That's awesome. Again, and Tom, you're very welcome, but thank you for taking time out of your schedule to be here. Tom Collier, folks, from the band Held Hostage, and we're going to roll you out with You Rock Our Way. It's only at the Muay Thai Metal Show at 97underground.com, Baltimore's Pure Rock Worldwide.
You can't stop rocking 'cause you know